It's all the ways you can come down that hurt.
This is Raw action at its finest. That's why Raw is the #1 brand of sports entertainment.
You got that right, JR. You're not going to see this kind of action on SmackDown.
Not on SmackDown or anywhere else. There's nothing else out there that can come close to the excitement of seeing the Raw superstars perform live. This could be a pinfall.
Boy, these superstars sure have their hands full here tonight, JR.
They sure do, King. They've got all they can say grace over. It looks like they've decided to slow the match down a bit here.
And this could be a big mistake, JR. You don't ever want to give an opponent time to recover.
No.
I don't care how tough you are, JR. No one can take this kind of pain for long.
You're absolutely right, King. We've seen many superstars tap out of this very hole.
This could finish the match right here.
I'm sure these competitors are very careful.
This match would be over by now if they hadn't, JR. Flat on your back with your shoulders on the mat is no place to be.
These top rope moves are always difference makers, for better or worse. And it's been reversed.
Uh-oh. This isn't going to be pretty. I feel like the luckiest guy in the world, JR. I can't believe I actually get paid to do this job.
Well, don't let Eric Bischoff hear you say that, King, or you might wind up having to do it for free.
That's true. Bischoff, so here's the pin. Could this be it?
Didn't even get a 2 count on that one.
I think the best is yet to come in this match, JR.
I agree with you 100%. Whenever you put abilities of this caliber in a match together, it just gets better and better. There's no room for error when you're on the top rope.
Oh my gosh, this could be the finisher.
And there's a little something for the crowd. The best superstars never ignore their pain.
The best superstars also finish off their opponents instead of giving them time to recover. You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... Go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's got all the makings of a bona fide slobber knocker.
I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes in all of sports entertainment.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying that this has been a great match so far.
It has indeed, King, and I think it's only going to get better from here on out. I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue before the night show, but I don't think that's it, King.
2, 3.
You think these fans have gotten their money's worth tonight, JR?
If they haven't yet, I'm sure they're going to by the end of this match.
Well, I don't say this too often, but I completely agree with you. that I'm actually getting to see these superstars wrestle each other.
Me too, King. This one has the potential to become an instant classic. That went nowhere.
One.
If I live to be 100, I'll never understand why they leave so many damn weapons under the ring. It's almost like they want the superstars to use them on each other. Did you see that? Ring the damn bell. You can't let somebody get away with that.
I don't think the ref saw it, JR. And if the ref doesn't see it, it's not illegal. Looks like someone's heading for the high rent district.
2.
This is the perfect chance for a finisher. You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong.
Oh boy, here it comes. I think this one could go either way, JR.
It sure could. And now a pin. This could be it.
2, 3.
I don't know if everyone's going to be happy about it, but that's the match.
That was what you call
Here's your winner.
slobber knocker.
No, that's what you call a real slobber knocker, JR.
Rebecca.
What does that even mean, anyway?
It means we just saw one hellacious match, King. I hope we get to see them lock up again.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Grand Rapids, Michigan, the People's Champ. And the opponent, from California, Sexy Girl.
Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler, welcoming you to Raw live from Los Angeles, California.
I love this town, JR, and I hope I get a chance to audition some young starlets later.
Boy, you just never stop, do you, King? Personally, I'm looking forward to tonight's show. I think it's going to be a real barn burner.
Oh, man, that's going to change the tone of this match, JR.
Yeah, and not for the better either. I wish the ref would actually pay attention to what's going on.
So lucky that I'm actually getting to see these superstars wrestle each other.
Me too, King. This one has the potential to become an instant classic. Did you see that? Ring the damn bell. You can't let somebody get away with that.
I don't think the ref saw it, JR. And if the ref doesn't see it, it's not illegal.
that right here.
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not going to end well.
And it's been reversed.
One.
JR's not going to be happy about this one, folks. I think one of his favorites is going to get beat like the proverbial government mule.
I'm not playing favorites, King. I might have issues with certain superstars as human beings, but I respect their in-ring abilities nonetheless.
JR, you're so full of it that you've got diarrhea of the mouth and constipation of the brain. Yes, that was an incredible move. What strategy?
Strategy, my Oklahoma ass. That's cheating, plain and simple.
I think someone's going for a high-risk move, JR.
Would you look at that? A blatantly illegal maneuver. That should be a disqualification.
You might be right, JR, but I don't hear the ring bell. This match is still going.
These top rope moves are always difference makers, for better or worse. I'm not so sure this one's about winning or losing anymore. I think it's become more personal than that.
Of course it's personal, JR. Anytime you step into the ring with someone who wants to beat you down in order to win the match, it's personal.
I guess I can't argue with that, King. I just wonder if they'll be able to settle their differences in this match, or if it's going to wind up bigger than that.
Oh my gosh, this could be the finisher.
What a reversal.
They're taking it down a notch, JR. This could get interesting.
They're picking their spots, King. You got to know when to hold them and when to fold them. No! No! How can the referee allow something like that?
Come on, JR. You know that the referee's health plan doesn't include vision. What a finishing move! I get chills every time I see it.
This is I'm so glad the WWE fans are getting the tip.
Here's the cover, JR.
1, 2.
He was a split second away from a 3 count.
Looks like someone's heading for the high rent district. What a counter! No matter who wins. Uh-oh. This isn't going to be pretty. Boy, these superstars have been pushed the heck out of me here tonight.
Same here, King. We expected a solid match.
Here's the pin. Could this
1,
be it?
2, 3.
I think... Well, there it is. That's the match. You don't have to like it, but that pinfall left no question.
Here's your winner.
Who won this match?
That's for sure,
Sexy
JR.
girl.
If your shoulders are down for the 3 count, you lose, period.
But despite the outcome of the match, I don't think the score is settled.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall. On the way to the ring, from Los Angeles, California, Sexy Girl. And the opponent, from Los Angeles, California, Hot Stuff.
Bienvenue to our fans around the world from Montreal, Quebec. Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
And folks, let me assure you that tonight's show is a lot better than JR's French. Sheesh.
Well, there's no question of that, King. These Montreal fans are ready to get started, and so am I. So what are we waiting for? What a reversal. Oh, man, I think we're about to see a high-risk move here.
What a counter! I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars to watch what goes on inside it. A textbook reversal there.
I thought I'd pick the winner before the match started, JR, but now I'm having second thoughts.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, King. Usually I wonder if you've even had first thoughts.
Boy, these superstars have impressed the heck out of me here tonight.
Same here, King. We expected a solid match. We're seeing a great one.
Uh-oh. This isn't going to be pretty. Oh, boy. These top rope moves can go either way. I don't think there's going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done.
There may not be. They may well annihilate each other here tonight.
Oh, boy. Here it comes.
And it's been reversed.
Rope break.
I think this one could go either way, JR.
It sure could. Until the referee calls for the bell, this is still anyone's match.
Can you believe we're actually watching these superstars go at it, JR?
It's great to see, King. I've been looking forward to this match for a long time.
Rope break.
And I'm glad to see that it's not a disappointment.
1, 2, 3.
Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh, really? Well, then, why don't you just enlighten the rest of us, King?
No way. I can already tell this is going to be a great match, and I don't want to ruin the ending for you.
You're too kind, King. You're also full of horse manure, as far as I can tell.
What a finishing move. I get chills every time I see it.
And now a pin. This could be it.
2.
Oh, man, that was almost 3, JR.
Did you see that? Ring the damn bell. You can't let somebody get away with
I can't remember the last time I saw superstars this fired up. I don't think they've even considered the possibility that they might not win this thing.
There's an awful lot of pride on the line here, King. No one in that ring wants to have to go back to the locker room as a loser.
Oh, man. I've been in this hole before, JR. This brings back some bad memories.
I can understand why, King. I can't even imagine the pain being inflicted here. Excellent counter. What ring presence. So, King, any predictions about the outcome of this match?
Oh, no.
2.
Every time I make a guess as to who's going to win, I never hear the end of it from you.
3.
Maybe that wouldn't happen if you got one right over now and then.
4.
No! No!
5.
The referee allows something like that.
Come on, JR.
6.
You know that the referee's health plan doesn't include vision. Let me tell you, JR, you won't see action like this anywhere except on Raw.
That's for sure, King. There's not another brand of sports entertainment out there.
There's the reversal. You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. There's no off-season in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a ball down the field or slapping a puck into a net. This is serious physical competition.
It sure is. The toughest athletes in the world are on the WWE roster.
And this could finish the match right here.
This could be a pinfall.
1, 2, 3.
I think this match...
Wow, these superstars left it all in the ring in that match, JR. Well, there's no question.
Here's your
who won
winner.
that one, JR.
Not at all,
Sexy
King.
girl.
The referee counted a pin, and that's all she wrote.
I'm sure not everyone's going to be happy about it, but that's what rematches are for.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. And the opponent from
A big New England welcome from Portland, Maine. This is good old JR, Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
I've never seen a crowd so fired up, JR. They can't wait to get started, and neither can I.
That makes two of us, King. I don't think Portland's going to know what hit it after tonight. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears have been shed in that very ring.
And I think there's going to be a lot more shed here tonight.
No doubt about that, King. These superstars are going to leave it all in the ring. You can count on it. I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent condition to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You got to keep moving. No dog ever peed on a moving car.
6.
Oh, that's a lovely image, King. I'd ask you where you come up with this stuff, but I don't think I want to know, quite frankly. We could be looking at a pinfall here, folks.
2.
Didn't even get a 2 count on that one. That went nowhere.
It looks like these superstars are looking for an opening.
And the first one to find one will take control of this match. Watching these superstars go at it, JR? It's great to see, King. I've been looking...
Uh-oh. This isn't going to be pretty.
What an incredible performance by these phenomenal superstars.
Did you expect anything less, JR? I mean, look who's in the ring right now.
No, I didn't, King. I had high expectations, and I'm happy to say that this match has exceeded them all.
I hope these superstars can make it through this match without suffering a serious injury.
So do I, King, but this ain't ballet. This is very intense, physical competition.
There's the pin.
1.
No trouble kicking out of that one. We could have a pinfall here, JR.
There's no way that was going to be a 3 count. Would you look at that? A blatantly illegal maneuver. That should be a disqualification.
You might be right, JR, but I don't hear the ring bell. This match is still going. We can see a finishing move right here. Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going to go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions.
Well, judging from the shape I'm in, I don't appear to be doing too much of either, King. You're looking pretty fit, though, I must say.
Look at this, JR. Can you imagine SmackDown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended
2.
or SmackDown colleagues, but no, I can't, King. I truly
3.
believe Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
And you hit the nail
4.
right on the head there, JR. The dominant brand. Not the slightly better brand or the sort of superior brand.
1.
Absolutely not. I'm a Raw man. And I have to
2.
believe we're head and shoulders better than the competition.
You won't
3.
get any argument from me, JR. SmackDown's the minor leagues as far as I'm concerned. Flat on your back with your shoulders on the mat
1.
is no place to be.
2.
There's the kick out. I thought that was it for sure. Excellent counter. What ring presence. I'm not so sure this one's about winning or losing anymore. I think it's become more personal than that.
Of course it's personal, JR. Anytime you step into the ring with someone who wants to beat you down in order to win the match, it's personal.
I guess I can't argue with that, King. I just wonder if they'll be able to settle their differences in this match, or if it's going to wind up bigger than that.
Oh boy, these top rope moves can go either way. I don't think I've ever felt more anticipation during a match than I am right now, JR.
I know what you mean, King. It's hard to find words to describe the electricity in the air here tonight.
I can't even imagine what these superstars will put each other through.
I don't think you'll have to use much imagination, King. I think they intend to show you right here tonight.
1. 1.
Let me tell you, JR, you won't see action like this anywhere
2.
except on Raw.
That's for sure, King. There's not another brand of sports
1.
entertainment out there that can compare with Raw.